save me. What you say, yeah, don't go. You're on a one-way street. Which way now? I don't know.
So my name is Jason. Play in the 957 worship band at Crosspoint Church. Awesome band, awesome group of people. Something proud to be a part of. Life-changing for me in a lot of ways. Grew up locally in the Catawba area. Awesome family, older brother, younger sister, pretty close family. Grew up in a Christian home. But I can tell you a lot of that changes. A lot of it changed as I got older. Off to college, a great experience. Had a love of baseball my whole life and was fortunate to end up at Lenore College. I wasn't in church on those Sunday mornings during that period of my life. Started a little band. Was very fortunate to make a good part of my living for several years after college, actually playing music around North, South Carolina. Played for some awesome people, all the way down to Florida, race car drivers, lots of cool stuff. So a lot of years, gosh, for about 20 years, up until March of this past year, indulging in a lot of things that you're not always proud of. You start realizing sometimes that the people around or the scene that you're in, it's not conducive to being the best person that I think you can be, the person that I think God wants you to be. So through all this, I was 32, met my wife, got married. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. Had a beautiful daughter. We divorced a couple of years ago. Definitely the low point of my life. And at that point, pushed God away. Sorry. I'll never forget this, and I think this is probably the best advice that my father's ever given me. Devout Christian. Didn't lecture me when he asked was I going to be in church tomorrow, and I said no, I'm not going to be. And he didn't send me down and give me this lecture on why I should be and what I should be doing. But all he said to me was keep looking up, and I'll never forget that. The best simple advice I think that anyone could ever receive going through a tough time in life, good times, bad times, whatever. Keep looking up. So downward spiral for several months. Just losing focus, job. I know I wasn't being the dad I should have been in those moments. But through that, I reconnected with a young lady that's now my wife. And who would have known? It was the last thing I can honestly say that I was ever looking for. It's funny, no intentions of a relationship in that moment, but invited her kids over to the house I was staying at, one of my best friends, and just started talking and connected, and she said, why don't you come to Crosspoint Church tomorrow? And I said, I think I'm good. And she left it at that, and then another week went by, and she said, you should come to Crosspoint Church with me. And I said, I appreciate the invite and the persistence, but I think I'm good. So that went on for, a few weeks, and I finally accepted the invite, thinking, I don't know where this is going, but if I've got any chance at all, then I'm gonna have to attend this church or visit this church. But so I visited, and I can tell you, in that moment, the moment I walked in the church, it was that was the moment where God said, okay, I've got you back. I know that I'm being called to play music in a church. And I'd known this for years. So some time went by, still playing, as I mentioned, in the band, out in the bars, and really starting to feel convicted. God was really working, really pulling. And what I hadn't learned yet was how to submit and turn that all over to God, and He'll make everything all right. Started sitting in with the band and playing some music with the band, and my life started to rapidly change. And for about the next 3 months, I was still pulling double duty, for a lack of better terms, with the bands, out in the bars and out in the scene. And it got to a point where I was like, Saturday night would roll around and I would say, I don't want to go. I would look at Kathy and go, I just don't even want to go play. I was in a small group, and I'll never forget this. One of the gentlemen in the small group said, you're still doing that same thing, you're just drinking from a different fountain. And I thought, wow, that's pretty powerful. I feel like it's my job to let my light shine in a different way that it has for the past 20 years. It's hard to believe. I played my first gig at 19 and played my last one at 39. I'm sure there are people out there that I thought were friends or considered friends that now go, wow, I haven't seen Jason play in a while. Heard he's playing over at that church in Taylorsville. I couldn't be more proud about that. But what I can tell you is through this walk, through this transition, through this submission, through this leap of faith, I can tell you, and guys, I challenge you, I can tell you I'm a better man, I'm a better husband, I'm a better father, I'm a better friend, I'm a better Christian. Don't be afraid, and don't forget ever to thank God daily for the greatness that's in your life. I look at my daughter, I look at our kids, unbelievable blessings. And it reminds me on a daily basis just how awesome Jesus is, how awesome our God is. There's not a day that goes by that I don't thank our God for sending His Son, Jesus Christ, to die for somebody like me. Somebody that oftentimes felt that not even worthy of something so great, something so beyond the realm of our imaginations. I can't even imagine. My name is Jason Roseman, and I am bold. I am a Christian. I am Crosspoint Church.